Hello and welcome to Midday Update. Coming up are the headlines for the day. Omani woman killed in Dhahirah Governorate. Archaeological artifacts discovered in Dhahirah Governorate. Mobile unit for breast cancer screening launched. Snake found in Air India Express plane. DGCA orders probe. Elon Musk hints at unveiling Twitter's darkest secrets, calls platform a crime scene. 78-year-old Indian man has collection of stamps and coins from over 200 countries. World Cup dream was beautiful while it lasted, says Ronaldo. World Cup semi-finals promise pragmatism over brilliance. Those were the headlines. Now for the local stories for the day. A female citizen has been killed by a person in Dhahirah Governorate. An official from the Royal Oman Police has confirmed to Times of Oman that a female Omani was killed by a person in Dhahirah Governorate. A statement issued online by the ROP said the following. One person was arrested after he assaulted a female citizen with a knife which resulted in her death. The legal procedures are being completed against him. Social media has been buzzing with news of the killing of an Omani female student studying at a university in the Wilayat of Ibri in Dhahirah Governorate by a citizen, which occurred on Sunday, December 11, 2022. Citizens were upset by this news and demanded severe punishment. The Ministry of Heritage and Tourism has announced the discovery of archaeological artifacts at Dibba site in Dhahirah Governorate dating back to the 1st millennium BC, most notably incense burners, bronze axes and utensils made of copper and steatite. The Ministry of Heritage and Tourism, in cooperation with an archaeological mission from the Italian Sapienza University, announced the discovery of a number of artifacts at the Dibba site in the Dhahirah Governorate dating back to the 1st millennium BC. Work is underway for the 7th and final season of excavations in the mass grave CG2, which is 24 meters long and more than 3 meters deep. A number of important artifacts have been uncovered, most notably a censer, bronze axes and utensils made of copper and steatite. These recent excavations come as a prelude to the establishment of the Visitor Center, which will start implementation soon in cooperation with OQ Company, and it will be the first of its kind in the Sultanate of Oman and the Gulf Cooperation Council countries. It will be built directly above the archaeological evidence. The center will include a museum displaying the artifacts discovered at the site. It is noteworthy that this site is considered one of the most important archaeological sites in Oman and dates back to the 1st millennium BC, when it was a trading center associated with neighboring civilizations in India, Persia and Mesopotamia. Many diverse and precious collectibles locally made and imported from neighboring civilizations were found in it. The mobile unit for breast cancer screening has been launched in Dhahirah Governorate. The Directorate General of Health Services in Dhahirah Governorate, in cooperation with the Oman Cancer Association, launched the mobile unit for breast cancer screening in all wilayats of the Governorate in 6 health complexes in the wilayat of Shinas, Liwa, Sohar, Saham, Al-Khabura and Suhail. It will last for a month. Dr. Hassan bin Abdullah Al-Balushi, Director of the Primary Health Care Department in Dhahirah, said the following. The Directorate General of Health Services in Dhahirah Governorate aims through the mobile unit, which is equipped with the latest early screening devices for breast cancer, to achieve the principle of health education and educate women about the importance of this examination, in addition to early detection of breast cancer. Periodic checkups will be carried out in the various wilayats of the Governorate, and awareness will be raised in the community about breast cancer. In addition to enhancing primary prevention against breast cancer and reducing the waiting time for appointments in hospitals for this type of examination, Al-Balushi added. Those are the local stories. We'll take a short break and we'll be back with international news. Stay tuned.
Circly just landed in Oman. Now you can enjoy your life in Oman and save through unlimited buy 2 for the price of 1 offers and discounts starting 20% onwards, and finally track your savings at more than 1,000 leading vendors covering all your needs all over Oman. Download Circly Oman mobile application, subscribe and try 1 month for free. Insert your credentials through your preferred payment gateway, and don't worry, you won't be charged during the free trial. Plus, you can opt out at any time. Upgrade your lifestyle with Circly Oman.
We play, you listen.
You talk, we listen.
You got something to say? We want to hear it.
95.4 in Muscat.
And 91 in Salalah.
Music, news, views, and everything in between.
TFM.
TFM.
Let's talk.
Welcome back to Midday Update, now for the international stories. A snake was found in a Dubai-bound Air India Express flight on Saturday. Air India Express Boeing B737 flight from Calicut to Dubai took off as scheduled, and after landing at Dubai airport, the staff reported a snake on board the aircraft. Passengers were deplaned safely and the aircraft was fumigated properly before the next operation. Passengers were safely deplaned and airport fire service were informed. The aircraft has been fumigated, another DGC official told sources. The aviation regulatory body, the Directorate General of Civil Aviation, has ordered a detailed probe regarding the incident. DGC officials investigate the snake incident in the Air India Express plane, said the aviation body. Twitter CEO Elon Musk created a stir among the microblogging site's users with yet another cryptic series of tweets. Taken to the platform, the multi-billionaire wrote the following: Twitter is both a social media company and a crime scene. This was followed by the Tesla owner sharing a meme showcasing a gravestone with the words "Twitter's darkest secrets" written on it. The other image shows a man with a shovel in his hand who is labeled as Elon. Users took to the comments hailing the SpaceX CEO for bringing more transparency to the platform. In his pursuit to bring more transparency to the microblogging platform, Musk had earlier come out with a new update to the microblogging platform after the second installment of the so-called Twitter files revealed how the company had built blacklists and actively limited the visibility of certain accounts. Twitter is working on a software update that will show you your true account status, so you know clearly if you've been shadow banned, the reason why and how to appeal, Musk tweeted. Journalist Matt Tappy, in collaboration with Musk, had published Twitter files documenting Twitter's internal communications to disclose links with political actors and with a focus on how the social network blocked stories related to Hunter Biden's laptop in the lead-up to 2020 US presidential election. The Twitter files on free speech suppression soon to be published on Twitter itself. The public deserves to know what really happened, Musk wrote. The 51-year-old business tycoon had released the internal Twitter files last week, revealing that the company responded to a request from the Biden team during the 2020 election, shortly after the company cracked down on Hunter Biden, son of US President Joe Biden's laptop story. Some people love to collect and preserve old stuff, even though it goes out of trend, to keep a sense of place and connection to the past. One such example is a 78-year-old Telangana man who has a craze for collecting stamps, banknotes and coins. Durga N.B. Dara, who's collecting stamps since high school, has coins and stamps from more than 200 countries that are old as the 1800s. Speaking to sources, Dara said the following: Since childhood, I had a fascination for different countries and their stamps. I started collecting since my high school and college days. My collection started with some stamps given by my brother. I used to collect them and stick them in an album. Later, I couldn't pursue the hobby during my education and business. He further said that about 78 years back, he joined the Hyderabad Philatelic and Hobby Association and restarted his interests. I took more interest in stamps, postcards, postal stationery and more. I also participated in different exhibitions, he added. The 78-year-old man said he had also received a bronze medal in 2018 for exhibiting stamps issued by the United Nations. I later on developed into collection into banknotes, coins, souvenir coins and commemorative coins. I have coins and stamps starting from the 1800s. I have banknotes and coins from more than 200 countries. I have stamps from around 300 countries. I'm trying to develop a collection of a new theme based on stamps, notes and coins from the same country. I've been to Mumbai, Delhi, Pune and others for exhibitions. I will keep on exhibiting my work. I will keep collecting the stamps and notes as long as my health allows me, Dara said. Dara said that he mostly procures these from various hobby groups around the country using social media. Today, every single place around the world has a philatelic center, he added. The philatelist further said that there are different stamps based on different themes like political leaders, heroes, monuments, heritage structures, birds, railways, automobiles, and more. I have stamps on all themes. The same themes go with notes. However, most notes contain images of the leader of the country. Queen Elizabeth II is very popular in all banknotes around the world as they have ruled almost 70 to 80 countries. The hobby is nominal for people who start their collections. As you go up the ladder, things become tough. There are some rare stamps worth millions, he added. Ranganayakama Dara, wife of Durga Dara, said that for the past 7 years, her husband is into this field. Those are the international stories. We'll take a short break and then we have the sports news. Stay tuned.
Turkey just landed in Oman. Now you can enjoy your life in Oman and save through unlimited buy two for the price of one offers and discounts starting 20% onwards, and finally track your savings at more than 1,000 leading vendors covering all your needs all over Oman. Download Circly Oman mobile application, subscribe and try 1 month for free. Insert your credentials through your preferred payment gateway, and don't worry, you won't be charged during the free trial. Plus, you can opt out at any time. Upgrade your lifestyle with Circly Oman.
We play, you listen.
You talk, we listen.
You got something to say? We want to hear it.
95.4 in Muscat.
And 91 in Salalah.
Music, news, views, and everything in between.
TFM.
TFM.
Let's talk.
Welcome back to Midday Update. Now for the sports news. Cristiano Ronaldo has appeared to acknowledge that his dream of winning the World Cup with Portugal is over after the team's elimination from football's showpiece tournament in Qatar. Portugal were denied a berth in the semi-finals after they suffered a 1-0 quarter-final loss to Morocco in Doha on Saturday. Winning a World Cup for Portugal was the biggest and most ambitious dream of my career, Ronaldo said in an Instagram post on Sunday. Fortunately, I won many titles of international dimension, including for Portugal, but putting the name of our country on the highest level in the world was my biggest dream. Ronaldo started on the bench for the second consecutive match at the Al Famama Stadium after scoring just once, a penalty against Ghana, in 4 outings at this World Cup. The defeat to Morocco was almost certainly the 37-year-old's last appearance in football's showpiece tournament. The former Manchester United, Real Madrid and Juventus star cut a distraught figure as he walked off the pitch in tears immediately after the final whistle. Ronaldo, who has been capped 195 times and scored a record 118 goals for his country, will be 41 when the next World Cup begins in the United States, Canada and Mexico. I fought for it. I fought hard for this dream, said Ronaldo, who is currently without a club after leaving Manchester United by mutual consent in November. I've scored in 5 World Cups over 16 years, always alongside great players and supported by millions of Portuguese people. I gave my all. I left everything on the pitch. I never turned my back on the fight and I never gave up on that dream. Unfortunately, yesterday the dream ended. I just want everyone to know that much has been said, much has been written, much has been speculated, but my dedication to Portugal has not changed for an instant. I was always one more person fighting for everyone's goal, and I would never turn my back on my teammates and my country. For now, there's not much more to say. Thank you, Portugal. Thank you, Qatar. The dream was beautiful while it lasted. Now I hope that time can offer the best advice and allow everyone to draw their own conclusions, he said. The semi-finals of the 2022 FIFA World Cup, which will see Croatia take on Argentina and France play Morocco, look as if they will be a triumph of pragmatism over brilliance and embellishment of hard work on the pitch. Croatia reached the semi-finals for the second time in 4 years after a nerve-shedding penalty shootout against Brazil that left the pre-tournament favourite in tears. The never-say-die spirit of the Croatians, coupled with the excellence of veteran midfielder Luka Modric and defender Dejan Lovren, saw a final defensive display and shows that a side that has taken many ties in knockout stages of recent major tournaments to extra time does not know how to give up. Nearly every team in the last 4 has a standout player, and for Argentina, of course, it's Lionel Messi, with a 35-year-old playing in what is almost certainly his last World Cup, and looking like a man with a mission as he steered them past Australia in the last 16 and in a shootout against the Netherlands in the quarterfinals. Morocco coach Walid Regragui described his side as the Rocky of this World Cup after his team beat Portugal to become the first African team to reach the World Cup semi-finals, and that is probably a fair description. With goalkeeper Bono stopping everything that Portugal threw at them, Morocco scored early and then made sure that Portugal didn't. They showed total commitment to the cause and were cheered on by a stadium of fans willing them on to make history. Reigning champions France booked their place in the semi-finals with a 2-1 win against England in a thrilling game, and the French are perhaps the exception to the rule, a side able to defend as a unit but with a fearsome attack. England defended magnificently to stop Kylian Mbappe on Saturday, but they couldn't stop Olivier Giroud from scoring, while Aurelien Tchouameni's 17th-minute opener was the sort of goal that you simply can't prepare for, as he hit it at over 100 km/h, curling it away from the keeper Jordan Pickford. Those were all the local, international and sports stories for the day. For more updates, stay tuned and keep watching TTV.
You've just heard the live feed from the TTV studios on TFM 95.4. Let's talk.